We resume the select board meeting.
7:04.
Okay, first item, approved minutes of January 27th. Are there any comments, questions, motion?
Make a motion to approve the minutes of
January 27th.
January 27, 2026.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Old business. First up, proposed transfer station schedule change. Okay, and this is,
So this has been out there since our last meeting, a request,
2 meetings ago, actually.
2 meetings.
Yep.
To change the days that the transfer station is open. I have received no feedback from our public
Oh,
announcement.
we have one walking up now.
I guess nobody else is interested either. Ken Richardson. I've worked for this town forever, dedicated a lot of stuff, and we were always, the townspeople always expected the employees for public service. And that's what this town is supposed to be about, is public service. And Steve does a hell of a job. Always has. It's perfect up there. Have no complaints. But to take, like you did the town office, you took away the Friday afternoons, the Saturday mornings. People want to come up and go to the town office, they can't. They only get to go Tuesday night for an hour. And this is just, you're doubling up 2 of the days. And a lot of the summer camps, I don't know if you reached out to them to see what they think about it, or any of the other places that are B&Bs that plan on cleaning up certain days and stuff. I just don't see it. I mean, the job description showed when he was hired, that's what the job is. And it was the same thing with the town office. I know you're saying you're getting in line with other towns. Well, if a selectman in Brownfield jump off the Brownfield Bridge, are the 3 of you gonna jump with them? You know, I don't know, I'm just disgusted. And I'll go crawl back under my rock, so.
Okay, well, thank you for your comments. Part of the reasoning, again, yes, someone did take the job for that. One of the main reasons for it is to give that person a little more quality of life, because there is only one night before you're there the next day, and there's no opportunity to go anywhere more than the one night before you have to go back to work. It's hard to plan. Most people have at least 2 days, weekends, things like that. I mean, we change things. We ask people if there's a reason for it not to be changed, or we get a lot more people saying they don't like it that way. We put it out there as far in advance as we do, so we hopefully no one finds out they didn't hear about it. Anybody that has a business in this town, if they're not here during the winter or they have an Airbnb or something, you would hope that they've monitored town issues if that affects their business. I mean, all we can do, we have a suggestion. We thought it was a good idea. We asked if anybody has a problem with it. We're not reducing the days, we're not reducing the time, we're just switching one of the days. And I understand what Ken said. People kind of expect that. But, from what we've heard, it's the same thing as when people came up here and wanted to run the ATVs on Berry Road. We reached out, we sent out 50 letters. I made sure that everybody at least was aware of it on Berry Road before we did it. We got 1 or 2 people came in that were against it out of 50 something, but we went ahead and we changed it because we said, hey, the vast majority of people were okay with it. They had no comments, they didn't care. So, I mean, it's one of those things where, you guys jump in. I don't see it as an issue. It doesn't, to me, it's not that big of a change. And if we don't have anybody sending things in or being here tonight or telling us, other than Ken, which, that's fine, to say your comments. I don't know what to say otherwise. It doesn't seem to be a problem.
What I'm looking at too is not just for me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at the future. When I retire, it's gonna be easy to find somebody to take that job, knowing they're gonna have 2 days off a week in a row. I did take the job knowing it was 3 days, work a day, have a day off, work a day, have a day off, but after a while, it gets old. And then in the future, after I retire, it's going to be so much easier to find someone to take that job, knowing that they're going to have 2 days
Yeah,
off.
and part of it is giving, giving a little reach out to the employees when you can. I mean, it's a tough world out there,
Yeah.
Our employees aren't at the top ladder making money. I mean, to retain your employees, you try to do as best as you can.
Yeah.
You can't just hand out large salary increases and things like that. It's very difficult, it's a fine line. So, I mean, where there's areas that the town can help an employee, in this case, just switching one of the days, I think is beneficial, because I think everybody agrees Steve's a great positive, addition to the town to doing that. It's not that easy. It's not going to be easy when someone in this town leaves from one of the positions in here. There's a lot more jobs that pay a lot more money than what this town does. So I think it is important that we, try to do what we can, where we can.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I said, it'd be nice to give everybody big raises and things like that, but unfortunately, that when it comes to, taxpayers and justifying based on everything, it's a difficult thing. But, where we can help them, and I think we should try to do that. And I think this is a big help for, like Steve said, when he leaves, it's going to be the same way. You could attract somebody there that at least has 2 days off in there, to attract somebody, that'll do a good job.
The other thing is, just like with the town office hours, it doesn't have to be permanent. If
No.
something comes up, we can,
Yeah, same thing with this. If some reason we don't hear from people, and all of a sudden 3 months from now, chaos breaks out because all these people didn't know about it and this and that, and we need to maybe do something or whatever, nothing's permanent. I mean, the town, not to digress, but the town hours, we coincided with the Public Works Department, because we had 2 sets of the townspeople working different days, Monday through Thursday and Tuesday through Friday. So it was a lot better for the town and for the management of the town to do it all. And getting rid of Saturday, from what we were told, you'd be lucky to get a couple people, if that, on a Saturday. So why would you want to be open for 4 or 5 hours with 2 clerks, or 2 clerks on a Saturday?
Yes.
And you have 3 people show up. That's not very good use of town resources. So, after all that discussion, that's why, and we said this before, that's why that changed. Because, the biggest thing was just coordinating both Public Works and the town administration, working the same days. So then they can talk, they can, work things and that kind of stuff. So,
It's hard to deal with change
yeah,
sometimes.
no, I understand. And then, and the comments, that's why we have it out there. We want to hear
I
everybody's
mean,
comment.
you guys don't get people coming in to complain about that hours of operation or anything, really? Probably.
Not really.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah,
They don't
exactly.
complain to us.
Well, yeah, right.
I just put it on Facebook.
Yeah, right.
So with that, any other comments or?
Nope.
I mean, I say we could go. I said we go with it, or we'll vote on it. And if you want to do it temporary and see what happens, see if you get any more comments. I mean, I don't know if that, or we just do it and go run from there.
Have you had any feedback while you're at the dump?
Everybody I talked to about it was on board. They were happy I was getting 2 days off.
Yeah.
Everybody deserved at least 2 days off. And no one had any problems with it. I know it's gonna interfere with some people, who have a trash pickup, Jamie,
Yeah.
I talked to him about it, he wasn't too happy about it, I can work around it, and other than that, that was it.
I've heard from a few local people, they don't have any problem with it.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
We haven't heard yet.
I think, to go with what Andy was saying, what little that we can do for the employees that doesn't have a huge effect on the services that we do provide, and to say, I mean, the alternative is we could close on Sunday, just
Yeah,
like
right.
3 other towns
Yeah.
around us have.
Drop one off and go to 3 days. To try to save money. Exactly.
I think this is the
Then
better.
you'll have some pitchforks out.
Yeah.
You can't close on weekends.
Yeah. It's just, yeah.
No. Yeah.
Tuesday's the slowest day of the week.
Yeah.
Tuesday? Yeah.
They need to see your smiling face at least once. They need
Okay.
to see your smiling face at least once.
But yeah, and if from what we've I think we did a good job putting it out there for a
Yeah.
couple weeks. You've had it, it's been on Facebook, you've had it on the town website.
Been on the sign.
Yeah, we've had it on the sign. I mean, I'm not sure how much more we can, put out there. I mean, it's not that drastic of a change. So, I mean, hopefully, that's not the only day for one person or two that they can go to the garbage for the week. But hopefully they would have been here or they would have let us know if that was a big issue with somebody. So, okay. Do I hear a motion to, I guess,
Make a motion, we
officially?
accept
Yep.
the change to the transfer station from Wednesday, Thursday.
No, 2 Wednesdays, from
Oh.
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, let me get everybody screwed up,
Yeah.
including myself.
I second that.
Yep, so officially it's to change it from Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday to Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, and the hours will remain the same. We have our winter hours and summer hours. I don't call them off the top of my head. They're what, eight?
It's like
Open till
half an hour.
5 on the summer,
Half
and
an
open
hour.
till 4.
4.
And they both start at 8:30? 8 o'clock.
8.
Okay, they both start at 8 o'clock. So those hours are the same. So the hours don't change, just switching to one day. So we had a motion, we had a second. All in favor?
And this is
Aye.
taking effect March 1st.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, March 1st. Is that what we?
That's what you
That's what we
had.
had on the thing. So it'll take effect March 1st. If you want, Steve, just let everybody know that keeps coming in the next couple days just to.
Maybe
All right,
put
do
a
we-
poster up.
I mean, I'd have Betty print some things out, but that doesn't sound like it's possible at the moment, but maybe some handouts. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so if you
We
could
should
get-
have our copier fixed tomorrow.
Yep, so, in the next, we have some time, but yeah, just, over the next week or two or whatever, just start handing them out. I mean, the people that know it, obviously, they, but some of the people that don't, you could just hand it to them, just saying, hey, it's,
Need to change the gate,
Yeah.
just that one day.
yep.
Yeah, I have a note here to contact Bob to order new signage. So, order some new signs.
Is it
Yeah,
just a-
get
is
a-
it just
get a
a-
Wednesday
is it-
sticker.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it just a sticker?
Just
Can you
get a W.
plot Wednesday over Tuesday?
I don't know, we'll have to
Is that
see what
possible?
condition it's
Instead of-
in and,
Whatever.
Just go down to Minuteman.
Yeah, get a sticker.
Go over that day.
Yeah, perfect.
Might have to change it back. Might have to peel it off.
Okay. All right, excellent. All right. Thank you, guys, appreciate it.
Thank you.
And, if there's anything you hear from people or whatever that you want us to know about, just let us know.
Just give me
regarding
Andy's
it.
cell number.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
thanks, Steve.
All right. I'm still here for the next one. Okay, next one is review ordinance restricting vehicle weight on the posted roads. So I didn't do it. Oh, hold on, I thought I did more when I first did this. The MMA one is almost identical to the one you guys approved. The big area is the exemptions. It's a lot more detailed, and yours, this one, the one we have currently is not. Is that
Okay.
something we should probably add? The first paragraph of the MMA template, kind of, where it said we have section 4 exemptions. It starts with vehicles that are exempt, blah, 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 blah. That's all the same. Then it goes into frozen road exemption, and then it has another one, the following vehicles are also exempt, and it goes down 5 things with a bunch of. Is that something we should put in ours?
Yeah, I'll pull up MMA.
This wasn't in words, so that's why I didn't kind of throw it in there. And it also in ours, it says Board of Selectmen, so if we're updating, we might
Yeah.
want to just say Select Board, just to be. The other question is municipal officers. Is that us, or does that include Bob and you? Because technically, by the reg, that posted is supposed to be signed by municipal officers. I know, but that's what I'm asking. Is he a
Yeah.
municipal officer in his position? I
Yes.
just want to make sure.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. That's fine. I wasn't looking sunny.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that's the way it is. Okay, good. And I think today we were gonna, based on the, one of the things, maybe we could add a section 10 in here. I was thinking too, was maybe we just have it as a, see the current attachment of roads that
Are listed or
that are listed that we have for proposed to close. I know you have that in on the agenda. Maybe we could keep, we don't want that as part of the ordinance,
Yeah.
because then you got to keep changing it. But maybe we could just reference.
do an
and on-
addendum.
Yeah, however we do it, so that we have enough. So this way, every year, you could just pull it out, yeah, it's the same. Or if you want to change things, or if someone asks, what roads do you guys do or something? We have you don't have to worry about, it kind of just goes with it.
And this is not the same ordinance where we had spoke about doing utility?
Yeah,
That
that's
would
what
be
I
a
was.
separate-
Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember which one. I was trying to look up and I didn't find anything.
I'll see what I
very easily
can
from the-
find.
Because
for
I
the-
thought there was something about the stop signs and all that too, wasn't there? Or were we looking to do it on this one where they told us you really should have a listing of all some of the road signs
Yeah,
and things
I'll
like
look
that?
back through, that was at the,
Yeah, the DOT.
the DOT. I'll look back at those materials.
But I didn't see any of that in any, I looked at another ordinance or two, I think, from the towns, and I really didn't see any of that other stuff. But we wanted to put the utility easement stuff in for like the driveway,
Right,
whatchamacallit, culverts.
Oh, the culverts.
Yeah, so that we could tell them what size to put in it. They don't pick it, and then we have to maintain it, it's too small or
Yeah.
whatever, so
Yeah.
before they put it in, we could tell them this is, or if they have to replace one or something, it's gotta be replaced a certain way.
okay.
I'll look that up too. I'll go back and see about the culverts.
So I'll mark this up for the next meeting.
So, yeah, so basically, if you want, that's what basically needs to be put into the
Okay.
exemptions. Because the paragraph in here is pretty much the same one. And
Yep.
I would just add that to it, I think.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm sure we used the same one, and then they
Yeah, they probably updated it and
since.
stuff. Like I said, I checked one or two other towns. I don't even think they were even older than ours, so they didn't even have
Okay.
a lot of stuff we had. All right, next one, emergency operation plan. All right,
So Bob and I have reviewed this. He made just a couple of corrections and then provided me with the radio frequencies, which I think he got from, did you get that from Oxford? So this will be the first go around with the board for comments.
okay. Yeah, I have some. You guys got any comments?
Come on up, Bob.
Grab a microphone.
Okay, just some generic
Yep.
comments, nothing like crazy. On page 10, number 6, when the emergency is beyond the control and resources of the town, a request for assistance may be made through should we say who makes that request? It just says a request. Normally, throughout this thing, we're pretty specific on who's doing what. So maybe we just say that, EMD or town manager
I'm trying
may
to see where
request
you
for
Yeah,
assistance.
where are you on that?
Number 6, page 10, item number
My
6.
page 10 is different than yours.
Yeah, I
then.
don't see
Really?
a number set. Mine looks like this.
Page 10 is the
Oh, wait a minute.
direction and control.
Oh, well, you know what? It goes from page 1 to page 10. This page, the second page says number 2. They all say 10. At least that's the one I'm looking at.
No.
No?
No, I go off the
All right, well, forget the page thing. Just
What
go,
is-
because I go to probably the second page, number 6. Is that correct?
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why my copy says number 10's at the bottom.
Number
Holy
2.
smokes.
And I
No,
thought I
I
pulled
don't
it.
have number 6. Let's see. How about page
Is it under the concept of
5?
operation?
When
It's
the
under the
emergency is
basic, it's under
beyond.
It's on
basic plan. It's the first-
5, on
Yeah,
page 5.
Concept of operations under that.
No, it's
When-
the second page of the thing.
This one's what
You-
mine looks
I
like.
think you have an older version.
Yeah,
Right, an older version?
what mine looks like.
When did you send that one?
I go off the town website, the agenda.
I sent it to you after we said we were gonna go with the simpler plan.
You didn't send one since then, unless this thing didn't? Because this is the one I made my comments on. Well, it's the same thing. It's the first page then. It's number 6 on the first page. It's within that, yeah, no. But no, go down. It's keep going. That's
Yeah,
all.
okay,
That's-
so it's the
Yeah, it's the
concept of
basic plan.
operations.
Keep going.
Yeah,
Keep
it's this
going.
one right here.
Keep
No,
going, number 6,
this one.
right there. Nope, go back up.
Yeah.
Number 6.
Yeah, concept of
Yeah.
operations.
Well, that's not what's listed here. Oh, no, it does say concept, okay, we'll work it that way. Number 6, yeah, it says a request, so maybe just put the town manager or EMD may request assistance through the county EMA, just so that not
Okay.
anybody can do it kind of thing, it's just being consistent. Then when we go down to organization, assignment, responsibilities, it's the next page. Or page, after
Yeah,
depending.
yeah.
Public Facilities Director. I mean, I'm getting confused here. We have Public Works Director, and we have, is that you too? Like, what's the difference? We need to keep with one title, don't you think? I mean, that's, to me, why is there 2 titles? Like, is there a reason for 2 separate titles? Because we mentioned both in here, Public Works and Public Facilities. So I just want to try to be, I think we should be consistent.
It should just be the Public Works.
Okay, yeah, so whenever, you see something like that, I would just,
Keep it the same.
yeah, keep it the same. On that same thing going down, it has again the health officer. And I'm just saying, we need to make sure, the health officer we have, or if we're gonna do something new or whatever we're gonna do, that they're gonna be familiar with what's in here, right?
Yes.
We're gonna look into that. After the map, go down past that first map. Annex A. Again, in that situation, it says EM Director. We were saying EMD before, so consistency, I guess, to say EMD, right? I mean, that's just grammatics.
In the first paragraph?
Yeah, situation, yeah. Down, and at the bottom of that page, the last sentence says, the town EOC keeps the county EOC informed. Is that still there?
Yep.
I mean, the town EOC is pretty generic. Again, is there a position that needs to say that, the EMD, the town manager? You know what I mean? Or do we say it somewhere that it's evident who's going to do that? I think we do several spots that talk about it.
Yep.
I mean, and maybe that's okay if that's just a generic statement, but the next page, same thing. The second paragraph talks about EM Director, EM Director. Then it talked, did you correct after that? It says actual EOC operational procedures. Yeah. I don't know what that means. Are included in job aids provided by OCEMA?
Where are we?
This is under the Denmark,
Under organization assignment responsibilities, the last.
under the Denmark Emergency Operations Plan.
Yeah. Well, that's what the whole plan is.
Yeah, town clerk, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Organizations and assignment.
Yeah.
of
Are we still on
responsibilities.
Annex A?
Yeah, I'm just going
Okay.
down page by page. I don't know how I got this one and not that. That last stuff, I don't know what that means. Actual EOC operational procedures are included in job aids provided by OCEMA. So there are some kind of job aids somewhere?
So if we need it, the county provides us.
Yep.
So like, what was it, last year, or the year before, when we set up the all of the cots in Brownfield. You know, they provided us with all of the cots, so that would be like, you know, they provide us with,
Materials.
Supplies.
Oh, this is procedures.
yes.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna set something up, we let them know, and then they're gonna provide us stuff?
Yeah, it's, right, they typically have trailers that we
Yep,
could
they
go
have
and.
trailers staged throughout Oxford County
Okay.
that we can get materials from.
Maybe we did, so instead of just saying operational procedures, we wanna say and resources? If they're actually providing us stuff?
Oh,
Because this
so,
just says they're providing procedures.
well, it says the operational
No.
procedures, but they're providing us resources instead of job aids.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
One of the other things I was going to do is actually do a list of all of these acronyms.
Yeah,
There was a lot.
good point. I was gonna say in the beginning, do a definition.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah.
So at the very beginning,
Yeah, it's, I forgot to put that in there.
Dyslexia.
Yep,
Thanks.
yeah.
EMA, EMD,
I sit here for
EMF.
half an hour trying to.
Yep. Yeah, and as long as the further you get into this, it gets a little crazy.
but that's emergency talk, right?
That's the state.
It's a state.
So so going down to concept of operations and B, Annex B, go down the first page and probably to the second page. You know, this plan, I guess, had other towns in there. Are we gonna have other towns in there too? Because like say Brownfield in this.
We could have other towns involved in it.
I'm just asking, because they had some other towns, I guess, local, probably budding towns. Should we have that in there or no? I don't know. Is that something, this is for the Annex B, some kind of, I guess it's the radio frequencies?
Oh, yeah, so I've updated that. So
Oh, you did?
we do
Yeah, I
have,
was gonna say, so here.
What did I
So
do?
you
we
don't
do
have
have
the red line, so
Casco,
you're missing all.
Brownfield, Harrison,
Yeah, you don't know this.
Freiburg.
I don't know how I did that one.
I always go on the, well, if you open up the town website, and then I go to the.
Okay,
We got Keel.
that's good. Yeah, it's a mouthful of all acronyms on that one. I guess under Annex C, just go down right before organization and assignment. You there? The last sentence in that one paragraph says the EMD is also responsible for providing warning to the school and the public via warning devices and mobile notification. I mean, are we required to notify the school?
Depends on what the situation is.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like a shooting, you'd want to, if there's a shooting here or you know, you'd want to
Yeah,
warn the
notify.
school. So then they can decide if they want to do a shutdown.
Divert school
Okay.
buses or whatever.
Because then the next sentence in organization assignment says the town select board are ultimately responsible for ensuring that learning and warning capabilities exist in special needs populations. School children and elderly are notified.
How are we gonna notify the elderly?
So
That's just
by
making
law,
sure.
yeah, so
that's
by law, you are the ultimate responsible people for this emergency plan, but you can, you know, assign these
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
like the EMD, so.
I mean, I don't know if I got to a couple of those spots or if, but I guess the key is, I have no problem with, at least I have no problem with the EMD or the town manager and or any select board can activate it and stuff. I just want to make sure that the select board's just kind of kept up to date. And I think there's things, I had some comments in there. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing, but this is what I saved on this thing. But the key is to making sure, you know, the select board's kept notified throughout, because the select board's supposed to look through any kind of press, if it's bad enough, press releases before anything's, or who's gonna talk to the press, that should go through the select board, like if Bob, we say, oh yeah, go ahead, Bob, if you're up for it, do it, blah, 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 blah. Just so that nothing comes back after the fact to us and we sit there and say,
Yeah, so
oh, I don't know.
I think once
That's
we,
the concern, biggest concern.
yeah, I think once we're all comfortable with this, what I can do also is, which is actually what I've kind of been doing with rewriting the ordinance, is that then I can just put a section in that says, you know, select board notifications, and I can write, you know, we can list out like what you should be notified immediately, what you should be
Yeah.
notified, you know.
Yeah, that's
So,
time, during the day
yeah.
or whatever, at the end of the
That way
day,
it's
whatever, that kind of
Written
stuff.
down somewhere, yep.
You know, I wonder if I looked at this and looked at a different one, 'cause, anyway. Annex E, or actually, D, Annex D. I know that first sentence is a pretty generic thing, but it says the town has a program to do all that stuff. I'm not sure. I mean,
Yeah, so
that's
this was something I've been looking into, and I see that other towns have already started this, and was gonna reach out to them also, but, so like through Ring Central, or Spectrum, we can, I have to register, but we can have a list where people can sign up for text messaging, and we can do it right from the computer on the Ring Central through Spectrum.
Okay.
There is a small fee. I think it's like a monthly fee of like $5 or $10 or something like that. So before I filled out the whole application, because like I said, you have to register. They call it an SMS something agent or something.
Yeah.
So you have to register that you're going to be sending these texts and what they are. You have to show them, you know, you have to write out like examples of what you would be sending for warnings. So that would take this whole, like we would update this section once that was up and running.
Okay. Yeah, I think I have the wrong
So we
copy
could just-
here, but I'll keep going.
Have a sign-up sheet as people like register their cars or vote or.
Yeah, yeah, and we can have a form online that they can fill out, and then we would have a database.
Yeah, keep the numbers.
For evacuation, E. It mentions evacuation may be used to protect the health and safety of the public. Town and private vehicles and school buses are the primary means of transportation. Do we have that power to use school buses? To say that's part of our plan?
Yeah, if we need buses, we just call the transportation part of the school, and they'll supply us
I mean,
buses.
they might not.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably put like in school buses if available or something, because they might not.
Just depending what kind of mood they're in.
Yeah, or if they're using them for something else. I mean, if they're not around or they can't get people to drive them or something. I wouldn't, I guess, use that as something that we're saying we can have it. You know what I mean? It's a
It's
main.
an
Yeah,
option.
exactly. Just keep it
Yeah,
as,
I'll
and
put
school
it
buses
in.
in parentheses if available.
I unfortunately, as I keep saying, our printer, I'm missing like page 6, 17,
Okay.
and 18.
Well, I'm looking at the wrong thing, I think. I think I looked at it one time and went back and looked at it again, and I think
So I
I
have no
copied the wrong
Annex
thing to
E.
my draft, so. I mean, that's probably on, basically. Yeah, this isn't the right one I'm doing. I must have copied the wrong one out of my files into the email here. That's okay. The next time go around, I'll look at what's there and if there's any comments I missed. Just out of curiosity, so in the beginning, you have a 1, 2, 3, level 1, 2, 3. But nowhere in this plan does it say anything about what that even means. Because you don't say you're gonna activate level 2, or you're gonna, it just, like, what's the point of that? Is that for another, is that to notify, is that a standard setup so that if you call the county and say we activated level 2, they'll know exactly what you mean? Or, I mean, because otherwise it's just kind of something that's there, but it doesn't really, you know what I mean? It's not used anywhere else in here.
Yeah. Yeah, when we activate something, we use a certain, maybe use a section of it or whatever, and then when we contact the county on it, we just notify them we're at this level and we're using these resources.
But does that level mean anything to them? That's what I'm asking. Is this a standard?
It's just
1, 2, 3. Is that something they have in their plan? It's the
So,
same
yeah,
exact thing?
1 is the full
Okay.
activation.
And 2 is just monitoring it
increased.
temporary?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, because that's the only time you see
It
it.
just
And then
depends how
after-
many people you get involved in it.
Yeah. 'Cause that's more for a county.
Yeah, you'll see that in the county emergency operation plan, I believe.
Okay.
Andy, can you swing your microphone?
Yeah, all right. Looking at G, or even just, I guess before that, well, I guess that, I guess, and this, I didn't have my comments in here, so it was, for the mass care and in general, I guess my thought was, in the beginning, we list the municipal officers and people as possibles to man, a shelter or whatever, right? Can we maintain a list of volunteers? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, and again, it doesn't have to be part of this, it could be an attachment or an ongoing addendum or something that we can update as we see fit, not have to update the plan. That includes those municipal people and things, and we can kind of, maybe if it's a matter, if we have enough people by word of mouth that we can put along with, people that work at the town, that we could formulate some kind of list. You can go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and pick, the first 7 people that answer, as opposed to not having anybody and then kind of having to scramble, who can do it type of thing.
Yeah, and so Bob, through like the fire department, is there any training for, like, just basic training, emergency preparedness training
Yeah,
for
that's-
like volunteers or for
The
staff?
county offers a shelter training and warming, whether it's a warming
Mhm.
shelter training or a cooling center. They have training courses that are available,
Are
The
they-
county, is that what?
Are
Yeah.
they in person, online? I mean,
both.
both.
Yeah.
So maybe we can,
The Red Cross also holds classes in those.
yeah, we could set something up that we can get, maybe a dozen people, 10 that are interested to, take it beyond the list, knowing that, hey, if you're never available, you only get, say no or you don't answer the phone, it's not the end of the world. No, it's not a big deal. But at least have people that know that if they are called, they know what they're they're going to come and do. And then this way, at least if someone needs to leave, you can call somebody else. It'll be, because I'm just thinking more so, I'm not looking at a level 1 thing. I'm looking at more like the level 2 where you have a warming center, you bringing people in the winter, you're providing them some drinks like we did, 2 years ago or something.
Yeah,
At least you have, I think there's enough local interest, or even just with, that are willing to probably, be a volunteer and go down and man it a couple hours, and this way at least you have something to start with.
Yeah, we did it, my old town, we sent out a survey on whether you wanted to volunteer and what part of it you wanted to get involved in.
Yeah,
And that type of stuff.
yeah, and then we
And
could,
we made up a database.
yep, and then we could set them up, people up to take even the online course, just to tell them, to make sure they do it, and just,
Get more people involved.
yeah, and at least they'll
It's a
be
good
willing
idea.
to, if available. At least if you call 10 and get 5 and you need 5, you got them, as opposed to scrambling around, or one person having to stay there for longer than they really have to.
Yeah.
Okay. That might, so we could change some of the wording, just says see the volunteer, the addendum with the volunteer list for contacts to man the warming center, that type of thing. Health and medical, G, talks about a mortuary collection point. I mean, is that something, that gets beyond kind of like the EMD's responsibility, isn't it? There's like mass, you're not gonna be making the decision to say, bring all the bodies over here, are you? Isn't that something,
If
That's
there's a,
something, yeah, that's
yes.
something.
isn't that something
If
like
there's a mass casualty,
law
yes.
enforcement and things like that wouldn't make that decision? No?
No, it's actually, it's a group thing.
Yeah.
Um,
It has to be done, I understand, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably just as easy, that's fine. It doesn't say you're doing, the EMD's doing it, it just says it'll be established, so, okay. Yeah, probably under resource management, that's probably where we could put the thing about the volunteers. Oh, I actually had that in here. I had the EMD shall maintain a current telephone list of all the town officials, employees, and town citizens that may be available to staff the EOC. Yeah. Okay, so I did have that in there. I guess right at the bottom of resource management, it says a town administrator. I guess that's town manager.
Yep.
Okay, and that was probably from the old plan, I would guess. And then continuing in the next page, if that's an organization assignment responsibility, an individual should be assigned the job of resource officer. That again, that's just something, I guess, that's for like a level 1 type thing.
Yeah, I would just,
Is that the very first sentence?
Yeah.
I had actually crossed that out, I think.
Yeah, and
I
you
don't
just
know if
said-
you and I said that the town manager would be
Perfect.
responsible for tracking.
Gotcha. Okay,
Oh, actually, I know I did that because I do now, like for all of the FEMA grants
Okay.
and,
perfect. The last sentence, did you change the road commissioner and our
Yep,
public facilities?
Works Director.
Okay, perfect.
so I actually had a note here to work on the town commodity point of distribution. We have that at the fire department. Is that,
actually be here and
yeah,
depending on what it is, be better here versus the fire department.
Yeah,
Only because if there's some type of emergency going on, it's gonna be a little busy down there.
right.
You don't wanna hold a lot of people, public.
under severe winter storms, couple under risk area. Last paragraph says finally electrical power distribution is very susceptible to damage, blah, 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 blah. Residents can be faced with extended periods of time, it has parentheses, up to 2 weeks without electricity. I would just take away the up to 2 weeks. I mean, because you might do a warming center after 2 days. I mean, the 2 weeks is, I wouldn't even put a number, like that's like putting a number there. You're gonna make a call whether to open one based on, you know what I mean?
Yep.
You took the Denmark Central School. That threw me off. So where you got this plan from, their school was called Denmark Central School. It threw me off a couple times. I thought maybe, because it's Denmark Elementary or so. I thought you were using that as the new school name or
We're
something.
sitting in the Denmark Central School.
Yeah. Under forest fires, I guess it mentions warning. It says the EOC will contact local radio and television stations. I think there was a PIO, a public information officer previously, so that would be who does that, right? So you might want to just put in parentheses, or the PIO or something will contact Do we want to list those stations? Like as a, again, I don't know. Do we, or you just want to,
So I'll actually,
I mean, you don't need a lot. I guess you would just,
no, and I'll look into that, and you might know, like, when I do it for like storm closures, we had to actually sign up with each, like Channel 6, WGME, I had to sign up for each of those and get a login, and is that something that we need to do even in cases of emergencies?
Yeah, I'll check with Allison on that.
Okay,
They may have a list already,
okay,
or we may just have to go through them. Because if it gets to that point, the county,
I'll have them do it.
yeah, and they'll do it for us.
okay. So we'll work on that
Okay.
section a little more.
flooding, did you update that beginning of flooding? It's a very hilly area and has several
Yeah.
lakes, ponds, streams, and rivers, as well as coastline on the Penobscot Bay. Okay. Denmark Beach, yeah, that was the, okay. Has materials. I guess they're in attachment 4, you updated the risk areas.
Yeah.
It showed, yeah, okay. And all that. Drake store. Jim Bob's.
Yeah.
Again, some of that road commissioner stuff, town administrator. There's some more of that stuff you probably updated to
Yeah.
different wrong names. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. I think for now, it was just more, once we throw your comments and throw those together, we'll take another, just quick look at it, just to make sure that any of the things. Because I would assume for a level 2, where it's a temporary warming shelter type deal, that's a volunteer type thing for at least people kind of manning the stuff. Obviously, being in the EMD and doing all that, whatever town manager, you're working as part of the town, but like, you know, as far as just getting people there just for volunteers, yeah, I mean, that's the key thing. Because if it's
Right.
gonna be manned over an extended period, you know, and then obviously a level 3 is what it is. That's, you're
And-
doing jobs that you're doing, so.
You can correct me, but I am positive that we have no location that we can actually do overnight, correct?
Correct.
Yeah,
So we're
Yeah.
not,
no, yeah, so it's strictly,
Yeah, please.
you could run it 24 hours, but you can't. no
Right,
one
we
can't
can't-
sleep
we
there.
couldn't
You're not
offer,
offering
right.
cots and sleeping. and They want to sit there for a couple hours or do whatever, that's fine, but,
We don't have a shower either.
no, there's no shower.
Right.
And that's the
And
biggest
that's
thing,
it.
is there's
Yeah.
no shower.
Okay,
I'd put one in
Yeah,
a
good.
new town garage.
all right. Okay, so we good with that one?
we are good?
All right. Thanks, Bob. Next one was rec director meeting, that's in the future.
Yeah, so I have that scheduled for
Oh.
March 31st. Hillary had already started, like a description and
Excellent.
kind of like a
She's on it.
checklist.
She's
and-
on it.
She's on it.
Good, excellent. Good. All right, let me put that in here. That's one of our meetings?
That's one of our meetings.
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna go worry about it.
It's a ways out yet.
Yeah, well, we're coming here anyway, okay. Any other open items?
So the open items, I just updated the list in green.
Yep,
So the 83 West Main Street, the complaint.
yep,
277, notice of violation on Mountain Road. Court affirmed the CEO's notice of violation, denied the homeowner's appeal.
and they have so many days to what, get back to us, or, I forgot how it read, just out of curiosity.
So once we file the land use complaint, then, again, it's all in the court's hands, and they will
No, not 83.
Oh, sorry.
The 277.
277.
Yeah.
So the court agreed with us.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next step?
So we file a land use complaint in Superior Court. And so then the judge then will decide.
Isn't that what they just did?
No, the judge, that just confirmed that we were correct in doing so. And now we need to proceed to have the judge say they either need to tear it down, what fine, and what we get to recoup.
So are we proposing, do we propose like a timeline of fine, if so, if a fine, if not done in a certain time, or is that something the
No,
judge?
that's all the court.
So did that go in? When is that going in?
It's, look, I just got something on 83.
Two separate steps that should be done in one.
Yeah.
It's like weird. No wonder why there's no time.
I think he's preparing that complaint. So he says he's drafting a land use citation complaint and will forward that for my review, which I have not received. I have reached out to him on
Yeah,
another
it's been a
matter,
couple
so.
weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's been since the second, well, yeah, so
Yeah.
a week.
Try to, okay. All right, yeah, and then 83, we're just waiting on, they're waiting on their first. When we get something back from the judge on that, if they rule in our favor, are we good to go, or we have to send something back? Yeah.
I believe with that one, they submitted the demolition, they submitted it all at once.
Okay, so we'll get a yes or no.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good. Any other old
No.
business? New business, Moose Pond Dam Emergency Action Plan.
So as I said at the other meeting, I updated or was updating this. This is really a boilerplate that the state gives us. So I sent it into the state. They made a few tweaks on it. I think it was probably like if I had someone's name at the state incorrect because they had left or whatever. And so they are sending it out for everyone to review. They have to send it to Oxford County. They send it to, I don't know, 5 or
They
6.
sent it to the fire chief here. They sent it to Public Works.
Yep.
Yeah.
They sent it to the EMD here.
And then everyone signs it and then it gets official.
Okay. All right, good. All right. Spring Road Poston, weight limit. And this is
Yeah, so,
our official meeting.
yeah, per the ordinance,
Yep.
we have to hold a public hearing.
Oh, on the 24th.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that will be on the 24th. This will be posted in, I think, this week's paper and next week's paper.
Yep. Yeah, and that's what I was saying, we keep a running
Oh,
list of
there's a
that.
list right
Yeah,
there.
that's when I saw it, we keep that as an addendum, so every year you can, I'm sure you probably might have it anyway, but we could mention it in the ordinance that
Right.
it's there. So when you retire or something, and people are looking for it, they know it's somewhere, it's listed there, so that would be good. Okay. All right. All right. Any other new business?
I just wanted to thank the firefighters and the surrounding mutual aid for the assistance with the house fire last week. That was a pretty,
Yeah.
you can update some. I have been in touch with the homeowner's daughter, and just to offer some support from the town. I actually have been contacted by one of the tenants too. So we have some avenues for housing for them. So currently they're, the Salvation Army has put them up for a week in a hotel.
Both the
So I've only been contacted
tenant?
by the tenant. The homeowner, I believe, is with family.
Yeah, he's already rented a place.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I heard too.
So,
Because the tenant, I thought they said it has family in Bridgeton or something like that, so.
yeah.
Yeah, they were both there at the end of it.
A couple days before that, I'm just curious, there was a lot of activity going down Rocky Knoll to Denmark Road from all the towns, Brownfield, us. They were coming from Lord's Hill, Rocky Knoll, that towards. what-
Chimney fire on Denmark Road.
Oh,
Okay, I was
right,
wondering,
right.
yeah, I mean, there was an ambulance, there was the sheriff, there was Brownfield, all their things came out, our guys, I was just wondering, because no one, I didn't hear,
Yeah.
it wasn't anything on Facebook, normally you kind of check Facebook.
Yeah.
They mentioned- Lori looked, so she didn't see anything, so I figured I wanted to ask. No, it was all okay, nothing was,
We kept the fire contained.
yeah,
So
so,
the chimney, the fire got in between the flue lining and the block.
ooh,
So we couldn't really get to it.
yeah,
But we were able to get the chimney knocked down to the roof level, and get some holes into it, and we put about 10 gallons of water
Yeah.
through extinguishers around between the flue tile and the blocks to get it cooled down.
yeah. Was it old? I guess
Yeah,
old for it to get through.
The
Yeah.
chimney's about 39 years old, he said. And never had any work done to it, so it was cracked.
Yep.
Both inside and outside.
And the fire last week, what did you say? There was 13?
And we had
From,
14 from the Denmark Fire Department that showed up.
That's good, yeah, that was a
Mhm.
busy week for you guys, that's good, yeah.
And the guys did really good. We had a good water supply established.
That's tough weather too, even though it
You know,
wasn't super
the-
cold, but it's still cold.
The hardest part
dealing
about
with-
the whole fire was the initial.
Mhm.
You know, it takes time for everybody to get there, and that's one of the biggest holdups.
Yeah.
Is to getting enough people there right off. We
Yep.
had the equipment there, but
Yep,
it was the personnel.
no, that's good jobs.
Yeah, the tanker parade got established pretty quick.
Yeah, we got the hydrant on Higher Ridge Road, the one at the post office,
Mhm.
and the one at the dam we used. Two of the one on Higher Ridge and the post office now are out of service because they're out of water.
Yeah,
Nice.
Are we seeing any
well, they use that
recovery?
little creek,
We won't
Right.
see that until the spring.
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
The fire marshal came down, did his report. We kind of came to the same conclusion on
Yeah,
the possible cause of it as being electrical.
well,
And one firefighter from another town was injured from a fall. Other than that was, pretty, I say routine, but
Mhm.
nothing out of the ordinary.
yeah,
Brownfield, there's a group in Brownfield that are doing a spaghetti supper fundraiser for the tenants.
oh, okay,
Um,
when is that?
That was on, I
Oh,
was
okay.
told about it, it was on
Oh,
Facebook.
oh, okay, check it out. Okay, good. All right, great. Thanks, Bob. Yeah, great job with the fire department. That's two big things in a short period of time.
Mhm.
Yep, you bring up about the air packs.
Oh, yikes.
No, it's on my list in the budget, but
Okay.
no, so, yeah, if you want to give a brief update on air packs.
Come to the end of March, our air packs at the fire department will be out of date and out of compliance.
I'm always doing that because of maintenance over the years, those should have been looked at. But I'll leave it at that.
So come the end of March, we'll be out of air packs. I've arranged with a couple of the surrounding towns to borrow air packs until we get some new ones purchased. Our first round of pricing to replace the 8 packs that we're using now is $85,000.
We have eight of them?
So we're hoping we can get the reimbursement money.
Yes,
Yeah, if the FEMA
So
money or
with
whatever that
the,
was.
yeah, so with the
Grant.
firefighter grant for the turnout gear, I think well, I know we're going to be able to recoup the gear that Kenny purchased. We can claim under, I didn't think I would be able to claim it under the grant, but the grant actually started September 10th. And so anything that has been purchased since then, I can claim on the grant.
And so that was with 25 of town money at that point? Isn't that what we did last year?
Yeah, I can't remember.
But either way.
Yeah. So hopefully, once I submit that reimbursement.
Oh, I see. So we should get back
Then we'll get back like
about
40,
40, okay.
40, 45.
Yeah,
40
40, I
to
think.
40 to
So we
$50,000
can use that
back.
for at least half
Yeah.
the air packs.
And then we're looking at some other avenues to get some additional monies.
Okay, good.
How long are those good for?
About 20 years.
4 years, yeah.
Depends.
So, once we get this year's settled next year, for equipment replacement funds, you should start putting a little bit away each year, for gear and packs. So you're not.
Yeah,
having to-
I guess just like the town vehicles and stuff, we should have a matrix of expensive equipment like that,
When it's due?
yeah, when it's, how long it's due, and, whether it's clothing,
Yep.
air packs,
So
that
every-
kind of stuff.
Your gear is 10 years, your air packs
Exactly,
are
yeah.
20 years.
Yeah, so we should have those things numbered and in a table somewhere, so we know exactly what's coming up, what's due, what year, so like you said, we can start figuring out,
Yeah, I'll do that like I did the public
Yep.
works.
Okay. All right, good.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.
That was other new business, so now we're at manager report.
So the Elon credit card that I spoke about at the last meeting, the town has been approved. I've completed the setup process online, like I had to say, like Mickey and I as administrators, we can make changes, all of that. So the card is in the mail. In the meantime, I'll start drafting a new credit card policy, like we spoke about.
Yep. All right, good.
And then Fuel for Neighbors, I've put out a public announcement, but after speaking to Leslie Stanicky, the funds, there's still funds available in the program for the season. And I did suggest to them, because I had a couple of second round people, usually they don't give out to, but she said that they would take them on a case-by-case basis. So I think we've submitted 2 or 3 second round applications. And then again, put out a public announcement that the town does have drinking water available for pickup here at the town office. We have it downstairs. And then there's also a USDA rural development. They call it a loan, but if you qualify, it turns into a grant for well replacements. And one area that you look, it says that it's open year-round, and then an area says that it's not open. But I have been informed that it is open, and especially if it's, like we already have one person that I believe is applying who is disabled over age 62, there's criteria. So there's a link on the agenda. And I can provide more information if anyone wants to contact me.
Yeah, maybe put something on the website.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Just put one of those little blips on there people can see.
And that was all I had.
All right, great. Clerk, certified treasurer and tax collectors report.
All I have this evening is the Northeast Bank General Fund checking reconciliation, and the for January, and the plumbing and building reports for January.
That's it? Okay. Public comment. Got anything, Drew? No? All right. We'll go into, we'll make a motion.
And the
for that.
payroll and accounts payable warrants too,
Okay.
February 3rd and 10th.
Too late, you could table. It's up to you.
What's that?
The executive session.
I should probably talk to them at a minimum. I mean, we if you don't mind, we could
Yeah,
spend
no,
a
I'm
couple
fine.
minutes, just to see if we're still all on trying to,
Yep.
I'll
Make
be
sure.
posting, one more thing.
but we could, you know,
Yeah, I will
Just-
be posting the notice for open positions on the 12th. That will
Open.
be posted in the paper and
Open,
on the
Open what?
sign.
I'm not
Open
following. Did I
positions
miss
for,
something?
I'm sorry, open positions for a town meeting for the
Nomination
planning board.
papers.
Nomination
oh,
papers will
yeah,
be
yeah,
available.
gotcha.
Yeah, they will.
Sorry, I wasn't
They'll be
following.
available on the 25th of February, which is 100 days before elections. Sorry.
They just need to.
I'll make a motion to go into executive session 1 MRSA, paragraph 405, section 6A, personnel matters, town manager contract renewal. Here, a second.
Second?
All in favor? Aye.